Pick a limb, settle in, let the story begin. Make yourself home while we wander and roam. We stay on one branch or we leap to the next, following the trail through the simple and complex. Just father and son, having some fun. Follow the trail, see where it leads. A little wonder is all that you need. Chasing the light on a squirrely ride.
And welcome to Squirrel Trails.
And you're our reason.
Yeah, we were just having a different conversation that I almost went sideways on, and we weren't going to record anything. So I was going to go down a deep trail.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, welcome. Just if we don't know who we are, we're Squirrel Trails. I'm David. Hi.
I'm Al.
A or AI, one of the two.
Otherwise known as Dad.
Yeah. Yep. But we talk about random shit.
Yeah, we've tried to stay on digital topics, but we've been all over the place because, I mean, he does welding now. So you passed your welding course.
Yep.
And now you're job hunting.
Nope.
You're just waiting to do job hunting.
Nope.
So you have a job.
Yes.
Okay, do you know what that job is?
Yep.
Okay.
Starting on the 17th.
Oh, when did that happen?
Today. Surprise.
Okay.
I was saving it for this moment.
Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
You get money coming in a couple weeks after that.
Yeah. So my first 2 days are Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So the 16th and the 17th
Okay.
are 12-hour days.
Yep.
It's a Friday and Saturday. And we're doing a blood test, a fitness test. I'm getting fit up for a health suit, mask, and breathing thing.
So you got to go run 2 miles or something? Fitness test?
Maybe not 2 miles, but probably on a treadmill.
Okay.
So we're getting fit up for a respirator and everything.
Okay. All right.
So
all right. Cool.
making sure I'm somewhat healthy.
Okay.
So I may scare them by accident.
So 12 hours?
For Saturday and Sunday, and then we're doing at least 2 weeks of 7-10s.
Okay. Wow. That's a number of hours.
Number of hours. Yeah.
So there's overtime involved.
The best part is Sundays are double.
Okay.
And Saturdays are time and a half, automatically, no matter what.
Wow, when I work on Saturdays, I don't get anything.
I know.
When I work on Sundays, I don't get anything.
Yeah, but you also, I'm salary.
This would be the challenge.
So you are getting paid.
This goes back to the conversation we had a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Yep, the hidden hours.
The hidden hours, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. That's outstanding. And your mom will be so happy, and so will my bank balance. We'll work through the repayment program later.
Mine too.
Yes. Okay, good.
So, and Bree's happy too.
And yeah, no doubt.
Yep. So how was your week?
Still working on reports. I'm getting ready to go to Phoenix.
Oh, what are you doing there?
So
Taking a
Sunday.
hot, but
Yeah.
enjoying the sun?
Yeah. Nope, I should be inside most of the times. I have ATA Martial Arts Tournament of Champions on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we kick off the new tournament season with the Super 20 Saturday and Sunday. So I am qualified to compete for Tournament of Champions in creative forms, creative weapons, extreme forms, and extreme weapons, and traditional weapons.
Okay.
So that's cool. So 5 events. We'll see how that works out. Believe. This is my mantra from everybody that's talked to me is believe. So,
100%.
Because I haven't had, actually for the entire year, I have not had to, except for one event, I have not had to compete with anybody on those events that I qualified for.
So the problem is you have yourself.
Yes, yes, good point. So,
which is your biggest...
Which is my biggest problem, because I am not my biggest fan. Trust me.
Yeah.
I have several other people that are much bigger fans for me, and they yell at me on a regular basis.
100%. You are your worst enemy by far.
Yeah. So one of the challenges when you're doing these events, and you're working through the forums, I have had both my current senior instructor and her mom, who I've talked into joining Taekwondo,
Nice.
have commented that you should not you should not self-correct on the floor, because I worked there and I know when I made a mistake. And so for me, it's like, oh, made a mistake. And so it's fairly obvious. It's why I don't play poker, because I emote. She says, you need to quit that. And so when I finished the form and said, yeah, I missed 3 moves, yeah, don't do that.
No.
That happened at one of my recent events.
Yeah, you're telling on yourself.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Kicking off a new tournament, and I go into a new ring. So that'll be fun.
New age group?
New age group. I moved to the 70 plus. So for those of you that might be younger and thinking about what should I do, that I'm too old to do something, not a chance. Keep after it. I mean, there's clearly some health things you have to think about when you're going to do martial arts, but something to think about. But do.
Yeah.
The key part of getting older is to do.
Yep.
And if you're not doing, what happens?
Bad things.
Yeah, when you stop doing.
When you stop doing, you lay down.
Yeah,
forever.
you lay down and die.
Yep, you lay down forever.
Yes,
Yep.
that's same thing. Keep learning, keep doing, have fun.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's the nature of life. So the 3 rules when we go to tournaments, and I'm going to stop.
Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive.
Well, there's the 4th rule. We all go to work on Monday. So probably not in a 70-year-old ring now that I think about it.
You're only one.
Yeah, could well be. Yep. So do your best. Cool. Have fun. Absolutely. Make a new friend.
Sure.
That's we teach that to each of the kids, and we expect that of each of the adults as well. So that'll be fun. So cool. Yeah. And next week, we'll see how that comes together.
Yeah, we may
probably, we'll see, because we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I'll either do a video by myself.
Oh, those are always a fun.
Yeah.
Oh, those are a hoot.
Especially when you get to do some reading.
Yeah. So.
I may read on. No, I won't read on camera.
Yeah. So, we're still working on the material for the terms of service with Kindle.
Terms of service, yes.
Yeah. So we've done a lot of research on the Kindle stuff. Not today.
Nope.
But.
Yeah, I may introduce that topic for a video.
Yep, that's actually a good idea. So yeah, we'll do that, because we actually want to do some contrast and comparison.
Yeah, because that was I spent
3 hours
after recording.
Oh.
I went home and was up until midnight, 1 o'clock. Reading.
Okay, so that'll be a hoot when we get around to it. But,
so what do you got for us today?
So. I've got lots of things we can kick around, but let's start with ESA versus Minecraft.
There's some bad part of that.
Yes.
Kind of.
Yeah, you brought it up, and I did some additional reading on it. And so, background to this, why don't you talk about the background a bit?
So, I didn't get this part. You found this on your own. But what led to this was me learning that Microsoft may be getting rid of Xbox.
Yeah, so that's
and the server and Minecraft servers, that kind of stuff, which led down this little trail.
Yeah, there's a lot of discussion about what's going to happen with Xbox consoles, and although interesting enough, I ran into an article today that said that Minecraft looks like they're going to start offering the ability to take some of your old cartridges for Xbox and digitize them. And actually then load them into and upload them into your box, in an online form.
Okay.
And all this started because Sony got rid of, is no longer going to support, their physical devices.
Yep.
Which, entertainingly enough, scary thought, another article that came out, I read too much, that when they did that, they didn't necessarily talk to all the retailers and everybody else ahead of time.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of surprise. So when a major company makes a change like this.
Oh, I didn't know.
So if you think about it, so if you've been selling an Xbox system, you've got a store for that, and suddenly you no longer have games to sell, why would you go in there?
True. So this is the one part about getting rid of GameStop kind of a deal. That kind of market. And Target and Walmart have already gotten rid of their gaming section and video. So the video section is gone altogether.
Yep.
Their gaming section is getting limited.
But they still have books.
Yes.
Okay.
They do.
They still have books.
You're okay. They also still have records.
Vinyl?
Yes, vinyl.
Vinyl's coming back.
Never went away. But I
love vinyl.
Yeah, physical copies are great.
Yeah.
Instead of having everything digital. So again, I wonder if this is also not just the stores that are frustrating, but maybe the manufacturers, the game developers themselves, are the ones that are going, wait a minute, we want people to continue buying games.
Right. So it gets, I mean, if I have to buy a game, and I'm going to have to buy a physical copy, I can lose that copy. So if I lose it and I want to do it, I want to be able to, I mean, so
or that physical copy gets damaged.
Or damaged, and I get to buy a new one. Yeah. So there's a lot of ramifications. This ecosystem for sales of video games is not one I've studied, to be absolutely honest. But I got to believe there's a lot of classical depth to this that if you tick off your selling community, you've already ticked off your customers.
Yep, customers are already pissed off.
The searchers are already pretty ticked off in this.
Yeah.
Now you also tick off your retail chain environment. What does that mean? Oh, wait a minute. Sears has a perfect example of what happened to that 20 years ago. How did that end for Sears?
Yeah.
Not well.
Well, I mean, unless you're looking for a dishwasher, or unless you're looking for a parts.
Yeah, that's right. That was the other thing we did over the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Best Buy
to buy parts.
To buy parts for not a dishwasher, but a
washing machine.
And
it's a store brand.
Yep, store brand. Best Buy.
Yeah.
Washing machine, and they had us go to Sears to look for parts.
Yeah, and that didn't work, which was interesting, and because Best Buy didn't have them either. Point of fact. Different topic, because I'll get in trouble. Actually, we should probably we got to do some research on that one first so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah.
But we do want to talk about that because I was unhappy.
Yes.
So, all right, so hacking up. Entertainment sports. Wow. Entertainment Software Association.
Yep.
So that's a group that basically represents, it's a trade group that represents people that sell entertainment software. So Microsoft, Blizzard, anybody else that's a primary developer of software for entertainment purposes.
Sure.
We're in a conversation in California with a bill that was called the Protect Our Games Act. So it's a group that pulled something together. It was a group called Stop Killing Games. It's a movement.
Yep.
Now I'm having Alice's Restaurant moment here in my head. But
focus.
Okay. Do you know me?
No.
So
who are you?
So and if you listen to forget it. There's a song, Alice's Restaurant. Go listen to it. And Sony's a big driver of this, and this is kind of where it got it here, is that because of Sony and some others that are beginning to drop games that you have purchased and say they're no longer going to support them, they're going to get rid of them. In California, there was a movement called the Stop Killing Games, and they tried to get Protect Our Games Act. And the requirement that they were trying to get to was you as a games provider have to continue to support a game for a period of time because I paid for it or somebody has paid for it.
Sure.
And that's what they want to do. ESA, Entertainment Software Association, says, yeah, right.
So is this two groups? Sounds like it's two groups?
Yeah, there's two groups.
Yep.
There's the people
Stop
like
games.
you.
Yep, people like me.
The other games. And I'm going to say the corporate bad guys.
Like you.
Me.
Yep.
Going, yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah. And this is where if you put out a game.
Yep.
And you no longer want to support it.
Yep.
Why can't I play with it?
Because I'm don't want to have to maintain the background for it. I don't want to have to maintain
You don't
all
have
that
to.
stuff.
I can.
Why? Because if it's
then I can-
digital, it's sitting on my server, not yours.
But if you're no longer supporting it, it's not sitting on your server at all. It's not sitting on my server.
It could be. Depends on the licensing. Because if you think about the process, and this is where they're trying to get to.
If you're no longer no longer supporting it,
Yep.
you don't want it.
No, that's
don't-
not what I want.
Yeah.
That's no. I want you to buy something else.
Sure. So
Let's be clear.
100%. So great. So then it sits on the shelf, and it's not asked for anybody. I still want to play it,
Sure.
and so will maybe find a way to make a copy of that.
Oh, now you've crossed a line. Because you've made a copy
Yep.
that you're going to play. Now that's I know you're going to get into the concept of backup copies. I get it.
Sure.
But are you authorized to then make a backup copy and play it?
Why wouldn't I? I'm selling it.
Again, we're not attorneys here by any
100%.
stretch.
Yep. No, again, this is
Let's be
just
really
my
careful.
logic.
Yeah.
If you're not selling it, if you're not using it, and if I'm not selling it, and I'm just having fun with it.
And so let's say that we allow that. But now it has to, in many cases, has to reside someplace other than your device because it reaches out and it talks to other places.
No,
So
sure.
who maintains that software? Who maintains that ecosystem, that environment?
Well, they're shutting it down. Most of these companies are shutting down those
Yeah,
ecosystems.
And so, and that's what
And so then I
Stop
have
Killing
my-
Games is like going, no.
100%. Yeah, and that's
We
that's the
want you to
point.
maintain that.
So if you aren't going to get rid of it,
Yep.
you must maintain it. If you get rid of it,
Yeah.
I can mess around with it.
Yeah, but now do you have
If I'm not selling it,
Yep.
if I'm not trying to profit from it,
right?
and it's for me and my friends to do a LAN game, or maybe online LAN game. If anybody you know what it is,
Yep.
great. But yeah, I mean, we're using it. We're still playing with it.
So after the servers go dark, how do you, and this is where Stop Killing Games is going to, they don't want the servers to go dark.
Sure.
They want them to still have some level of support to be able to play. No new upgrades,
Yep.
nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Just I want to play. Oh wow, it's been so long since I played these things. So Plants and Zombies, whatever.
Sure.
At that version.
Yep.
So
Well, Minecraft does this, right? They have you can go your own server.
Yep.
And do the original like beta version.
You can go way back.
You can go way back.
1.07.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and you can download those.
You can download those.
Can you download those on Bedrock?
Nope, because those are owned by Microsoft.
Okay.
So you can't.
So
So
for
there's
those of you that don't know, and we're kind of making it so. Where we went with this is ESA came out and said in their conversation, just kind of, somebody says, what about Minecraft? And they went, well, no, we view Minecraft as piracy. If you are running a private server, and it could be your own server that's just running on your system or public facing, so you're running a public server.
Yep.
So they viewed that as piracy. So you're going to run that server. You run a copy of that server. You have pirated Minecraft.
Did I pirate it, or did Forge pirate it?
Okay, so let's.
Just Forge. Just now clicked in my head.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm not doing it.
Okay. Wow, we haven't done any of the background. So we're going to make an assumption.
Sure. Yep.
And tell us in the comments if we're wrong, and we'll maybe have to go through some background on what is Microsoft. Minecraft has two versions, Java and Bedrock.
Yep.
I can't use real words this late in the day, just to be clear. So, okay. Case could be made, I can't use real words I was told at 8 o'clock in the morning. So Minecraft was written by
Mojang.
Mojang.
Yep.
And then for whatever reason, I don't know, lots of money.
Yep.
Mojang sold
the right to
develop it.
The right to develop it and sell it to Microsoft.
And so the original
Mojang is still around.
Right, and still supports.
And they're still developing.
Version.
They're still updating. They're still developing, and they're the ones that are pushing a lot of the lead content.
And that content generally resides on Java?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Microsoft mirrors that.
And that's called Bedrock.
Yes.
So it's an interesting question.
They both have different updating cycles.
Yes.
Because they're both written in different languages.
Yep.
And so
Java.net.
Yep. So this is why there's some things that work in the game, some things that work in this game.
And in many ways, the Java version is open source in many ways.
In many ways. 100, yeah, yes.
Not so much for Bedrock.
No. Yep.
Yeah. Microsoft and open source don't generally come together in two words.
Unless you're going, yep.
Yep. Nope. Go down there. So it was really Mojang, the basic provider of Minecraft. They actively support running public servers.
100%.
They literally have on their site how to stand up a server.
Yes.
And supports the infrastructure to provide that.
Yeah.
And that you can get out there and do that, and you don't have to host it. In fact, I don't know if you can host it on Mojang.
Nope, you can't.
But you can host it on public servers and that kind of stuff. There are realms, I think, in Java.
Nope.
Nope, that's right. There's not. Okay.
The realms are on Bedrock.
Bedrock. So
it's basically the same thing.
So if you're not familiar with Minecraft, go watch the movie. For one, it's a hoot. It's not what I'd call high entertainment, but it's fun as hell.
Yes. Yep.
It is absolutely fun. I had a great time. Your kids
loved it.
Dancing on the floor.
Yeah.
So great time with that. They're
chicken jockey.
Sorry. Okay. You get to post on the channel Chicken Jockey.
Okay.
That's a requirement. Go find the video on Chicken Jockey and post that.
I'll post that.
So, God help me. So is it really piracy? Can a trade group call it piracy when, in point of fact, the provider has said, nope, here it is.
Yeah. No, they can't.
No, they can't. That's what a lot of folks are saying.
If I'm pirating Bedrock's version, is it different? It's different code. It's different language.
Code. Yeah, but
the assets are going to be completely different.
I can stand up a Bedrock server.
Sure can.
I can, and I download that from Microsoft.
See, for free.
For free, yes.
So are they giving you the ability to play with it how you want, not to their rules?
So ESA is really trying to make a case that says, this is what they're trying to get to. They would like the entertainment software. They're a trade group supporting developers.
Yep.
And in their mind, the developers are the only ones that should be using that stuff. And so anytime I stand up a server, that's revenue that, in theory, the developers are no longer getting.
Sure.
And I would make a case, Mojang made a ton of money by providing that flexible environment.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, because
I think it's one of the reasons why they're still around.
Yep.
They've been around longer than Abby's been born. Yeah.
Yeah. Longer than that.
Yeah,
it's way longer.
Yeah, close to 20 years?
Probably.
I was trying to think. I can't remember what. Yeah, it's close.
You would expect us to have research stuff before we did this, but nope, that's not us.
We general knowledge base. Yeah, okay. So close to 20 years. compared to like any other games that have changed so dramatically, they're different games.
Yeah, no, and this is, Minecraft has kept its basic flavor from version 1.07.
Yep.
Pretty much. There's new stuff in there. There's lots of things that are exciting.
A couple times a year. Yep. Now it's updating almost quarterly.
Well, that's even more frequent than that.
Yeah.
So, but it's still stacking blocks.
Sure. Yep. That's true. Yep.
Killing mobs and stacking blocks.
Yep.
That's still, Minecraft hasn't fundamentally changed.
No.
Through that environment.
It's a bunch of trees.
So, help me. So, yeah.
Go out and punch trees.
So, it's in the movie. Go out and punch a tree.
Right. Yeah. Wow. I'm just coming up with quotes that is just okay.
Go out and punch a tree.
So back on topic, kind of.
So ESA. So ended up making a point that it's piracy. And everybody went, yeah, right.
Yep.
And so they had to figure out, so how do I support that? Well, because if you're running a server, you're not safe.
Why am I not safe?
Well, because you're not protecting everybody that's now on your server. If it was running on Microsoft and Microsoft was doing it, they would provide a safe environment. So how are you on a public server of 10 people keeping them safe?
Well, I would say that I think smaller groups keep people safer than a big corporation.
Okay, so let's walk through that a bit.
So just because it's in the terms of service?
Yep.
And privacy statement doesn't mean it's followed.
No, I can't trust terms of service. Really?
Well, the problem is you can't trust it because no one reads it.
Okay, so let's walk through this a bit for folks that don't know what's going on. If you're not into the weeds of Microsoft, I've lost you.
Sorry.
So when you stand up a server that you can play a game on, you invite, or you can leave it open to anybody to be on there. And so, but how do you keep it safe? Because it's a lot of kids that are playing this game.
Yep.
So
kids safety is number one.
Kids safety is number one, and we want them to be safe.
100%.
I mean, at the end of the day, you've got a 13-year-old granddaughter, and a 7-year-old son.
Yep.
And nephews of like ages. I mean, we want the kids to be safe in this. The challenge is, your daughter wants to stand up a server.
Yeah.
And we walked through what it would take to create up a server. That was fun. But then it was kind of like, so how do you control things like chatting?
Yep.
How do you make sure that people are okay on that play space? I mean, how do you make it family friendly?
Yep.
There are actually definable rule sets that are how to create a family friendly site.
Yep.
So how do you do that? Now, if she doesn't do that, is she at risk?
Yeah.
If she's not managing this, can she be held accountable for that?
Yep.
Yeah, probably not. You might be.
As the adult, 100%.
As the adult, absolutely. But this is where ESA's argument was going, is that, well, if we're going to allow that, we should do this. Now, to be clear, there's a whole nother environment out there called Worlds of Warcraft. Now, Worlds of Warcraft servers, and they exist out there.
Yep.
Are they legal?
Nope.
Because have they been provided by Mojang or by Blizzard to say, here's World of Warcraft's by Blizzard now?
Yep.
Actually, Microsoft, aren't they now?
Crap. I don't know. It's been too long.
I think they're part of the Xbox community. So anyway, it's no longer Blizzard. Where is it? Or is it? Okay, we'll get back to that. She'll post it in the comments.
It doesn't matter.
So, but people were able to take and create black versions of Worlds of Warcraft server.
Well, yeah, it came out in CDs.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a stack of CDs that I had to download. Which ones at a time? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6.
There's a stack.
There's a stack. So I had the assets.
But you don't have the server to run that on.
Sure. But I can make a server.
Well, and that's what was happening. Somebody figured out how to, and someone
always figures something out. Yes.
They found a way to create the server that everybody would run to.
Yeah.
And so that's the version of pirated software.
Does that mean LAN parties are piracy?
If I'm running a LAN party, no. Well, let me walk that phrase. How are you performing a LAN party? If I'm running a LAN party for those of you that aren't my age or David's age, because I'm not sure how many people do LAN parties anymore. Just saying. Wow, local area network parties. Who uses that word anymore? Jeez. I think I was the old guy in here. Yeah, when I first started playing role-playing games, they were on paper, and you emailed. You snail mailed your moves in. Back in the day.
Wasn't even dial-up.
Flying buffalo. So, okay, local area network parties. Where you would run the software with some people that were in your environment.
Yes.
And you all sit around a room.
Yes.
Now, if you're all running into that network, you were probably also connected to the. Okay, so you were running a illicit version of something at that point in time.
We weren't. We were just having fun. There was no illicit activities. Just playing a game. The person we were playing with had access. I mean, they were able to drop us weapons and.
So there was a server there.
Yep.
But it wasn't necessarily the Blizzard
Blizzard server.
Yeah. How did they get that server?
From Blizzard.
How'd they get it from Blizzard? Was that something you could actually get from Blizzard? So you could actually download it.
I have assets from Blizzard.
Okay.
The actual pixel access.
Okay. So
I got them via email.
In Blizzard, you could actually get the server to run.
Sure.
And create that.
And the assets. When I was going for web development, I was going to stand up a website for people can track everything in WoW.
Okay.
And I reached out to Blizzard, and they sent me a huge file of all their picture.
So they're actually encouraging. And that makes sense, because if you allow players to be able to work with each other on what are the components, because a big part of any of these games is teamwork and working together to get assets.
Yep.
And assets being swords, cloaks, whatever, magic potions.
Magic stuff. Yep.
Yeah, that you could work together.
Yep. And then do a raid together, 100%. Yep. And then modify that raid. That way it's a lot harder.
Okay.
Yep.
So I was unaware of that. So if you got this from Blizzard, then to include the server, then yes, that would be legal. If you pulled the server from some dark website, not so much.
Maybe not so much. This was a computer repair shop that in their attic. We all got together and there was.
I am remembering.
We brought our towers.
Computer and I will. Okay. Backrooms of computer repair shops can be dangerous places from a piracy perspective. Just saying.
Yep. That business no longer exists.
Yeah.
It is now a Subway.
Yeah. I think I've talked about it on this site, is that back in the day, the only way to evaluate software was you get together with other people that had purchased it, and you exchanged disks to be able to do comparisons. Was that piracy? Oh, you bet. But that was in 1981, so I'm well past any statute of limitations.
Hopefully.
There's no dead bodies involved. I'm good.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, this was all of this has changed because of the licensing requirements.
Yes, and
what are you licensed to do?
That's a bigger story. Is the reason for that is because when we buy stuff, it is not us. We don't. And this is kind of why people are getting rid of the hard copies, is because, depending on who are.
By people, you mean the
Companies
companies?
companies like PlayStation, Nintendo, are getting rid of the physical copies of the games.
Okay.
And selling you the game digitally, so you have the right to play the game, but not the right to own the game.
Which we went on depth last week.
Yes.
So let's not rehash that
No,
one.
but this is part of that concept. But so this is one topic.
This is one topic. So here's really the key to get. Thank God, how long have we been? item that came out of this was ESA is going, well, it's piracy, but it's all about keeping the kids safe for all intents and purposes, because we can't trust individuals to run safe servers. And how do we make sure they're safe? I think that's an argument that is without merit. I think it's a great question.
Sure.
But it shouldn't be the reason to say, no, that's piracy. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Yep.
Because trust me, there's a lot of developers out there that small software developers throwing something out in the environment that's probably not any safer.
Yeah, I mean, look at Roadblocks.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
And I mean, all small developers aren't taking safety concerns. So it's not just people So here's a key thing. If you're going to run an environment, you need to think about what are the risks that are involved with doing that. Yep.
Now I'm going to sound like that guy. I apologize.
And so this is where I think some of this is these risks aren't talked about because no one reads the privacy statements. No one reads the terms of service. So if we don't read it, it's not a thing we think about. So when Abby wants to stand up a server, she hasn't read the privacy statements. She hasn't read the terms of service.
Do I have?
Have you read the privacy statements for Minecraft? Or
no, I talked to you about that.
100%. So again,
be honest.
they're not focused. It's not part of that thought process. So when they stand something up, they don't even think about putting that together.
Right, and because there's been no discussion in it. There's no guidance on that, and maybe that's where this comes down to is, how do we want to think about? Wow, how do you? Do I want to have a conversation with my 13-year-old granddaughter on the challenges?
I don't want to have her dad and I don't have a conversation. That's mom's job. But this is that, and of course we've had these conversations. Yeah. But this is something that shouldn't. I think is not talked about enough and overlooked because they'll take care of that. I don't have to think about that. That's the big company job, when technically it should be everybody's job.
So, I mean, we use the term, oh my God, help me. So, safety is everyone's job, right?
Yes.
And you had to take that because you had to go past an OSHA test recently.
I sure did.
And safety is everybody's job. And I know somebody who's actually manages the safety function south of Metro.
Yep.
But does everybody do what's safe?
No.
Yeah, okay. So it's everybody's job, but they should think about it, but they think about it when they take the test.
Sure.
And so they're all set for that. Now, there's not even a test here on how to stand up a server. Have you thought about the challenges? Have you even thought about the risks to do this, and what are your components? I mean, that would be a more interesting concept to have somebody that's actually an IP attorney or a privacy attorney to say what are the actual exposures for a 13-year-old to run a server.
And so like Forge, when they, hey, you want to stand up a server? Take this test.
And Forge is one of the places you can download. There's a couple, 3 that are big. There's others, because it's open source. Anybody can throw the code.
So these companies, they're the ones maybe should have that conversation. Hey, you want to do this? Here are the steps to do so.
Yeah.
And that being a step hey, think about safety.
So is that something that and yes, Forge should probably do that if they're going to do that. If I'm going to stand up a server on something like Apex or Squirt, one of the others, should that be something, hey, you in their discussions of you're going to stand up a server, these are some things to think about.
100% it should be.
So put in a terms of service that kind of looks like, a sample terms of service to do.
And questionnaire, hey, this is what a terms of service should have. What do you think about this kind of stuff?
So should I allow, if your daughter, Abby, stands up a server that's open to the public, should anybody be able to get on there?
After certain steps, maybe.
Okay, so it's going to be public facing, so because you can stand this up so that anybody can join, or you whitelist them to come in. Or you let anybody into a spawn area, and then that doesn't have has limited functionality.
Control. Yep.
And then you whitelist them to the broader area. You could do that. So you're able to do that, but there becomes a screening process, so you know that it's not somebody that has some weirdness on their background.
100%.
Right.
Yep.
So, or you could take the Roblox approach. So Roblox is taking a very different approach that's making this way painful for your granddaughter and me because I can't talk with her online because I'm not under 13.
Yep.
So
now, unless you make a profile.
Yeah.
And then these are, again, and the kids, I mean, even Abby's talked about how she's watched people and talked about how to get around these problems so people can play together.
And if you are, and how, there was a great article, how does the system know that you're under 18 or that you're over 18?
Facial recognition.
Facial recognition. How was that defeated?
Yeah.
They literally put a fake mustache on their face and took a picture, so they were clearly over 18.
Yeah, yep.
It's like, really? Or over 16. I think
and again, now you're going to have your kids put their face in front of a camera who has access to that. It's a whole separate ballgame too.
Okay. So
but anyways.
So the other side, man, we are all over the place. This video makes no sense, but whatever. It's us. So the other side that comes to this is the thing to remember about Minecraft, especially people that play on Java, is they're paranoid about Microsoft.
Yeah.
And why are they paranoid about Microsoft?
Microsoft wants control and take it away.
Microsoft wants control of something. Really? Did that ever happen?
No.
Microsoft?
Never.
Microsoft can be trusted.
Sure. Just like I trust Google.
So Microsoft doesn't make much money on this. I mean, that's one of the challenges. But
they've come out and said that they make almost no money. And the reasons why they make some money is because of all the in-game purchases.
Right. And that's true of most games these days.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you make your money. If you're selling games, that $40 to get you a game doesn't cover much anymore. It's all about in-game purchases.
Yep.
In fact, most of the games I play on my tablet are free.
Yep.
But I will tell you that if you are not in control of yourself, you can drop hundreds of dollars on a game in-store purchases.
Yeah.
So
that's why you don't look a credit card to your phone.
Yeah, this is one of those challenges. Well, wait a minute, you have to.
Yeah, and now the games are, hey, we'll just bill your phone company.
Right. Oh.
Yes.
Why is that a good idea?
A horrible idea.
So, but it is something to think about. So, there's not good faith, and that's the other issue with this. Is there's not good faith between the Java folks and Minecraft. Looping back to this, does ESA have an argument that it's piracy if I stand up a server?
Sure.
Not really.
No,
not a chance. In my mind, not a chance.
Good.
The company is actively encouraging me to do this. ESA can say whatever they want, and that's up to them, but it's not their call as to whether or not a piracy action has to be taken by the software developer itself. Not some group, unless they've been given rights to do that, which doesn't appear to be the case. Now, is it fair for them to raise the question about, are these safe environments? Because as a standpoint of saying, we want you to stop doing that because they're not safe, I think it's a valid question, but it's not. I don't see this as a good faith argument.
Sure. Okay.
Or they're not doing it for the right reasons.
No, they aren't.
This is just kind of. In all honesty, I absolutely think ESA got in the heat of the moment, saying, "Yes, this is piracy. This is there," and in a public setting made that statement, and then
now they're trying to go. Not.
Well, everybody thought they were going to walk it back. I mean, everybody thought they were clearly going to walk it back, and then they went, "Nope." But that's when the argument came. Well, this is about protecting the children.
Sure, and I hate that argument. It's a cop out.
It is. It's an important topic.
100% important topic.
Now, I'm not going to say we shouldn't do it because we all got kids.
Yep.
But the reality is, that's a lazy argument.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's talk about how that would work.
Yeah, for sure. So with that.
Oh my God, that was a mess.
Yeah, we went everywhere. But we apologize.
So
we are unscripted for a reason, because we think of things that just aren't the average path.
So I'm going to ask you to take AI,
Okay.
capture this, and have it break it down in a series of arguments, and maybe by times, like can it say, hey, these are the times that you introduce these topics?
Yeah, I can try. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
let's see what happens. Maybe put that down in the comments.
Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, well, I mean, I could put it in the description. Yeah, go check the description, and we'll have a.
We'll see if we
topic
can do
headlines.
this, because we were even less organized than normal
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. We were hoping to go a different direction, but I threw things for a little.
Yeah.
My bad.
Normally, I'm the one that kind of like takes us places. You had some hot topics here.
Yeah.
We actually intended to get to North Koreans using AI to become employees and steal data.
Yeah, that and how expensive AI is.
Yes, and yeah, wow, is AI the new drug?
Yeah, right.
Did AI providers learn marketing from drug dealers?
Yes. So, with that,
We'll talk about those another time.
thank you for watching and enjoy.
Pick a
Good care.
limb, settle in, let the story begin. Make yourself home while we wander and roam. We stay on one branch or we leap to the next, following the trail through the simple and complex. Just father and son, having some fun, follow the trail, see where it leads. A little wonder is all that you need, chasing the light on a squirrely ride.